Good afternoon. We'll wait for 5 more minutes and we'll join. We'll start the session. Yeah, you can raise your hand if you have any doubts regarding the activity questions of week 2. You can raise your hand if you have some doubts regarding activity questions. Then we will unmute you. Then you can ask question. Yeah, Akshat, I'm sending request. You can talk now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
Yes,
have doubt in activity question 2.7 in question number 2.
activity question 2.7. Yeah, Temas. Activity 2.7, question number.
2.
Okay. Is my screen visible? Excuse me, are you able to see my screen, Akshat? Akshat Agarwal, are you able to see the screen?
Ma'am, my mic got muted. Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Okay, okay. Your doubt is regarding this, no? First, we let max let max marks be the variable that keeps track of maximum total marks in the scores dataset. Okay. Let max card be the variable that tracks the index of the card which has the maximum total marks. We write a procedure similar to the one given in the lecture to determine the maximum total marks and the index of the card corresponding that. Okay, now we have the we should imagine ourselves like we have one pseudocode which finds the maximum total marks, and also it gives the index of the card which has the maximum total marks. Now your question is regarding question 2. Let there be n cards in the pile. Assume that the pile is arranged in the ascending order of the total marks so that the total marks in any given card is less than the total marks in the card immediately below it. Assume that no two cards have the same total marks. How many times will the variable max card be updated if we execute the above program? So Akshat, are you in unmuted only, right? You are able to speak, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is your doubt?
Ma'am,
Like
I
why you
had
are
yes, ma'am. I had chosen the option n minus one, but the correct answer is n.
see now initially like how we will find that maximum total marks. We will initialize a maximum variable as some lesser value, let's say -1 or something. Okay. We will move through the pile. We will compare each card with our maximum total marks. No, we are getting that. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
getting that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So first you will see the first card in the pile. It will be some marks. If say our marks are greater than the initialized maximum, then we will update our maximum value to that the marks which were seen in that card. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now how many comparisons will you do if there are n cards in the pile? Now you have n
Ma'am,
cards in the pile. Tell.
ma'am, for the last card, we don't have to like check for the condition because there is no card below it. So that's why I chose the option n minus one.
No card below it. See, no card below it, but we have one max variable, right? We are initializing max to some value. We will update the maximum value every time. Every time, if we find the card which has greater maximum marks than that initialized max value. So we will, if now you are in the last card, okay, now you will come, you have some max value in that. Let's say it has 96 or something. Now your last card has 97 marks. You will compare our maximum marks, initialized maximum marks 96 with the last card which has 97, and it has greater mark. So you will replace that maximum variable with the present maximum value, that is 97. So you will compare every card with the maximum value. So if there are n cards, you will compare the initialized max variable with all the n cards, and you will update that max value every time you do that. You got
Okay,
that?
ma'am.
You still have some confusion regarding that?
Ma'am, I just want to confirm that if the value would be n, if the highest marks in the card would be the last card.
No, it's not like that. See how we are finding the maximum value. See how will you find if you are given, if you have given the set of question papers, like there are some marks on that. You need to find the maximum value of that. Okay, maximum marks of that papers. How will you do? You will initialize some, you will take some maximum as some zero value, and you will check, you will compare every time that question paper marks with the maximum value you set. If it is greater, then you will make that the marks which you have seen on the question paper as maximum value. You will do that comparison on that, on the entire cards thing, no, on the entire question paper thing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You got
It's
it or
clear.
not?
Yes, ma'am. Also the question below it, the question number 3.
Question number 3. Based on the answers from the above questions, what is the correct relationship between n and n, capital N? Okay, if the maximum marks is updated n times during the execution. Okay, now see, every time it's not necessary that maximum value get updated every time. Max value, the value which we have initialized, will be updated only when if we see a card which has marks greater than the value of the max which we have, which was there previously. So
Yes, sir.
okay, now what do you think, like what will be the relation between this small n? The small n is how many times we will update that max variable, and this capital N is the number of cards. What do you think? Like, tell me, what do you think will be the correct relationship between small n and capital N?
Ma'am, I chose the second option, but the third option is correct.
Yeah, see, how many times will you update that max variable? Very few, like if we see a card which has greater marks than that max value which we have kept, which was there previously, then only we will update that maximum value. But that capital N, we should do all comparisons, no, with the, we should compare that max value with every card. But the
Oh, okay,
small n
ma'am.
is like, how many times we update the max variable? We will update this less number of times, but we should compare that every time with every card. So sometime we may update, if the cards are in ascending order, then every time if we see the new card we will update. So that time n equal to n. But now we don't, if some marks are equal, if let's say you got 96 and other people also got 96, but n will get updated only once, max value will be get updated only once. It will update only if it is greater than, so n is less than or equal to n. You got? Or
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
okay, okay, okay. You can undown your hand. Yeah, any others? You have any doubts regarding activity questions? Any others have doubts? You can. If you have doubts, you can raise your hand. Yeah, if you have some doubts regarding that, anything, you can raise your hands. Akash, Nashant, you raised, okay. Akash, I'm sending request to unmute.
Yeah, it's Aksha.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Aksha,
it's okay.
tell Aksha.
I have a doubt on activity 2.5, question number 3.
Activity 2.5, question number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regarding the
First we
pairwise
average.
comparisons.
Okay, how many pairwise comparisons among the three variables would be needed to find a shop which has maximum average? See, let's say you have three variables ABC, three numbers ABC. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's say 1, 2, 3. How will you find that? How will you find the maximum number? So you will compare 1 with 2, and if let's say if 2 is greater, no. So you will compare 2 with 3, and the then you will answer it as 3. So how many comparison you did totally? 2 comparisons only. Yeah, this is the same question. You understood, right, what I'm telling?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
suppose if there are 4 variables, then it will be.
It's like same. How will you find the maximum among four numbers? You will compare every number with other. See, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, you will compare 1 with 2. So 2 is greater. Now you will compare 2 with 3. Yeah.
Okay,
You
comparative pair.
should. Yes. How many pairwise comparisons you can do? That's the same thing it's asking here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And any others have any doubt, you can raise your hand. Yeah, Tejasvi, okay, I will share the screen. Yeah, the doubt is regarding this third question. Are you able to see the screen now? You can chat. Okay. Let's see. The question is regarding the activity 2.5, fifth question. It is like, let's say SB average, SG average, and Big Bazaar BB average represent the average revenues generated by three shops. How many pairwise comparisons among the three variables would be needed to find the shop with the maximum average? So this is the question similar to how will you find the greatest number among the third number? With yeah, within the three numbers, how will you find the greatest number? So how will you find if you have three numbers like 1, 2, 3? First you will compare 1 with 2, and you got 2 as greater. Then you no need to compare 1 with 3 again. You can compare 2 with 3, and you will find the greatest number as 3. Similarly, this in this also, by doing the two comparisons, like you will compare SB average with SG average. If SG average is greater, then you will compare SG average with Big Bazaar, and you will find the greatest among that. So yeah, two pairwise comparisons are enough to find the maximum average. Okay. Yeah. Any others? If you have doubt, you can raise your hand regarding week 2 activity questions. Yeah, graded assignment, that thing, no. There will be separate live session will be taking on, will be held for this graded assignment as well. At the time we can discuss regarding the graded assignment questions. First they will provide detailed solution to you, and then Yes, any graded assignment. Now this session is for activity questions and any concepts regarding week 2 content. If you haven't understood, you can ask here. Someone has any other doubt? No one has doubts? You should watch the lectures first. Then you should do that. Okay. Okay. Let us. Can we do that periodic session? Go to joinpd.com. Everyone open in the browsers joinpd.com and wait, I will share this. Yeah, please go to joinpd.com and type the code which was there on that screen. Any one of you tell, like, have you joined the joinpd.com and you typed and you entered the session? Please type whether you entered or not. Everyone. Okay. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay. Answer the questions which have displayed on that screen. Why many of them are like, no, you should watch. No, you have enough time and you are should watch and you should do activity questions. It will be like good practice for you as well. For this qualifier and for this graded assignments, it will help you. Okay. Okay, I will give 5 to 10 minutes to solve this question. You can type your answers there and I will explain the question. Okay. Yeah, first solve and type your answers there. You can type either A, B, C, D, or it is a multiple select question. You can type whatever options correctly. Either you can select 3 or 2 options, whatever you want, like whatever you got. Why no one are giving response? You can give. Very few gave the response. Okay, we'll wait for 1 more minute and we'll see. Few more seconds and we'll answer this. Okay, let's start this question. This is the flow chart. Now they're asking like consider the first decision block. This is the decision block, first decision block used in the above flowchart. After the certain number of steps in the iteration, the flowchart transfers to the no branch. Which of the following situations are possible at this stage of the program execution? So they are telling like after few iterations, this flow is transferring to the no block. When does this happen? See this decision block, the flow will transfer to the no block. It will go to the S if it has found other card, and we are initializing the found value to false. Not of found become, that is not a false. It will become true, and other, like we are taking the pile of cards and we are moving each card every time in every iteration. So if we are moving from one card to other cards across the pile, we are moving the cards. So if there is some other card, and if our found value is true, then if our found value is false, then it will go to the S block. If not, then it will go to the no block. So that is like and condition, like X and Y. When like what is the truth table of X and Y, like and truth, it will become true only in one case, whether like if it true and true, if the both the values are true, then it will become true, and in the rest cases it will fail. So these block will go to the no statement when if it has no other card, if the pile is empty, or if the not found value is false, so that found should be true. So they gave the same this thing in different ways. The variable found stores the value false. First option is the variable found stores the true value, and some cards has not been read. See, found is initialized to false and not of found becomes true, and they are saying there are some cards which has not been read. So there are few more cards. It is other card is a true and is also true. Then it will execute this block only, right? It go to no block, and then the B option is the variable found stores the value false, and some cards have not been read. So now The variable found stores the false. The not a found become true, and some cards have not been read. So there are some more cards to be read. So the value, so that it will go to this S block only. The variable found stores the value false, and all cards have been read. Now there is no other card. It is false and it is true. Then it will go to the no block, false and true, and will go to the no block for 3 times, like true and false, false and true, and false and false, and will go to the no block. The variable found stores the value true, so not a found will become false. So it also automatically, it also goes to the mm, false block. It also goes to the no blocks. This is the answer. It found the variable found stores the value true, and some cards have not been read. So are you clear regarding this, or anyone has some doubt regarding this question? You can raise your hand and you can ask, like, what is your doubt? And type. Those who has doubt regarding this question can type. If you understood, type yes. If you have understood, type yes. If not, if you have any doubt, you can tell it is not clear. You can type in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, most of them are telling yes. Yeah. If you have any specific doubt regarding the activity questions, you can type in the chat box, like, I will answer those questions. Like, you can type in the chat which question you have doubt, I will answer that question. Okay, let's move to the next question. This is a program to find the longest word, but the programmer might have made some mistake. Identify those mistakes in the steps. I will give 5 minutes to answer this question. Why no one are responding? You can type you can choose your answers, right? You can choose among A, B, C, D. You are unable to type. It's like choose an option, right? You can choose either A, B, C, D, not A. You are unable to choose an option now. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for 2 more minutes and we'll discuss this answer. Okay. We will be. I understood, like, you are not able to, many of them are telling like you are not able to choose an option. Okay, we'll discuss this within 1 minute. This thing within few seconds. This question. Okay, we'll discuss the answer. Now, a programmer writes the following program to find the length of longest word in the paragraph words dataset. How we will generally find the longest word or maximum marks in this course dataset? First, we initialize maximum value, and then we will compare our initialized value with every other card we have, and we will update the value max whenever we find the maximum value. So first, what's happening here is arrange all the cards in the single pile called pile 1, maintain a variable called max and initialize it to 0. Okay, this up to here it's correct. We are arranging all the cards in the pile and we are initializing our maximum value as 0. And now we are read the top card in the pile 1. Yes, it's also correct. We first need to read the first card from the pile. If the letter count is less than maximum, then set the maximum equal to letter count. How, when we will update this maximum value? If we find the letter count which is greater than our maximum value, then only we will update the maximum value. If not, we won't update. So yeah, this step is wrong. And move the current card to the other pile called pile 2 and repeat from step 3. Again, you should read the top card from the pile 1. Yeah, all of the steps are correct except this step 4. Okay, if we do this, then what we will get? If we compare, if letter count is less than the maximum value, then but this programmer is trying to find what value in this program. He coded to find me what value. You can answer like what value he's trying to do here. This programmer, he made mistake to find the maximum, but he's this program gives the other output. You'll find the other output. You can type your answer like what he is. If it is no, the programmer has mistake, has wrote a program to find longest word, but it is not finding the longest word. Yeah, it's not finding the longest word because it is updating the that maximum value if the letter count is less than, but we should update the letter count if it is maximum. Okay, everyone are clear with this question or you have some doubt? You can, okay, let's move to the next question. Yeah, if you have any other doubts regarding, this week 2 activity questions or concepts, you can type. Graded assignment questions will be taken. There will be separate section for that also. You can ask there. Now, if you are not clear with any concepts, you can ask here. If you have doubt, you can raise your hand also. Like any of the activity questions, if you have doubt, you can raise your hand. Yeah, they will schedule soon according to that flexibility and all. They will separate. They will do the gradient as well. Oh, you are not able to enter answer. You can type your answers then. No one has doubts regarding activities questions. If you have some doubts regarding activity questions, you can ask. You can type something 2 point in the chat box which question you have doubt. Okay, most of them are answering correctly. Yeah. If someone wants this to explain this, I will explain. You can type if you want to explain this question. You type as I want to explain. Most of them, everyone has answered correctly this question. Whoever typed, they have answered correctly. If someone wants me to explain this, you tell yes. You write yes in the chat box. Yes, most of the people are answering correctly. Good. Okay, let's move to the other question then. Okay, this is the answer. It computes the number of times the phrase it was occurs in the paragraph. Yeah, we are initializing value called count, and previous we are initializing to none. We are checking every time whether it was was followed by it. If it was followed, then we are incrementing the value of count. So it computes the number of times the phrase it was occurs in the paragraph. Okay, let's move to the next question. If you are unable, if you are able to answer, answer. If you are unable to answer, write in the chat. Yes, of you are correct. It's n+1. Yeah, we'll see this flowchart. First, we are starting flowchart. Now we are starting, and we are initializing variable max, and we are checking whether more cards in the pile. If there are more cards, then we are pick a card from pile 1, and then we are moving to the pile 2, and we are comparing the maximum value of the card, max marks of the card with the maximum value, and if it is greater, then we are making this max as this our current max card max value. If it's no, then we are comparing again. If there are no other cards, we are ending the execution. So what is this question about? If there are n cards in the data set, how many times the first decision block will be visited? Okay, every time first, like if there are, let's say, 10 cards, then how many times this block will be visited? First it will the execution starts from first step, and then every time it will check whether there are more cards. So now we have 10 cards. For first card it will check, second, third, and every time it checks. And when the pile got empty, it will come and it will check this block. So it will be n plus 1. No, it will check n plus 1 times. Yeah, most of them of you have answered it correctly. Then we'll go to the next question. You can solve and you can type your answers in the chat. If you have any doubts regarding the activity questions, you can ask. You can raise your hand. You can type your answers in the chat. After getting few responses, I will explain this question. Yeah, most of them are telling insufficient information to answer the question. A few of them gave right answer. See, now let's do this question. A programmer inadvertently changes the second decision operation so that it reads as follows: card x dot max less than max. All other blocks are left unchanged. If we go to this flowchart, what does the variable max store? So now here we in this flowchart we have initialized the maximum value to 0, and now here we are changing that. We are making this card x dot max. We are updating that max value if it is less than card x dot maximum value. So it is do if so, let's say we have initialized our maximum value to 0, and we are moving every cards in the file, and we are comparing each card maximum value with the max marks value. So let's say first card has 10 marks. Our maximum value is 0. Now it will compare whether 10 is less than 0. No, 10 is not less than 0, right? So it will go to the no block and it will go to the other block. Let's say other card has 9 marks, then it will compare 9 is less than 0. No, then it will go again. So it will not it will keep on running till the cards got empty, but maximum will store 0, and the marks cannot be less than 0. Let's say there are no negative marking, something like that. So maximum mark, the marks possible will be like 0, least marks possible will be 0. So every time it compares, so it won't get updated, the value won't get updated, it will be 0 itself. If it is, even if it is 0, it won't get updated. So maximum value stores, max in a variable stores 0. Yeah. If someone hasn't understood this question, you can ask which is not clear for you. You can raise your hand or you can type your question. If everyone get, you type S. If you understood how this works, you type yes. If not, you type no, it's not clear. Yes, Anjali, I am sending request to unmute. You can speak. What's not clear
Yes,
for you?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, how
Yes.
are we supposed to know that this question was connected to the previous question? Because, um, of course, the answer would be the second if it was obvious that this question was connected to the previous one. But if it was a standalone question, I think the answer would be not enough information. Am I right?
Yes, but if you have gone through those activity questions, then you will understand this. Okay, then you will understand this question is a continued. Have you gone through the activity questions?
Yes, a few, but I was asking if this question was a standalone
Okay.
question, the answer would be the last one, right?
Start. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, yeah, if this is a standalone question, but you don't even know like the card x dot maximum is less than maximum value. Like what is that? You don't even know the statement. No, you don't even understand the statement that time. Yeah, and I think the next question also will be continuation of the previous flow chart. You can answer this question. You can type your answers. Yeah, you can type your answer. You can. This is also continuation of the previous flow chart, the flow chart which we have seen previously, and you can type your answers. Okay, I will show the flow chart slide. Yeah, in the flow chart, we are initializing max value to you. It's better you take this flow chart. You draw this flow chart somewhere, and you answer the question. We are initializing maximum value, and every time we are checking there are more cards or not, and then we are comparing this each card max marks with the maximum value. Now he said telling in that question if the max is initialized to 98, when does the maximum value get updated? Have you taken the flowchart? Yeah. It is multi-select questions. There might be more than one choice, correct choice, correct answer. Like you can type your answers. Yes. Yeah, most of you are giving correct answers. Yes, Ashish, I'm any request to unmute you. Unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes, yes, Kashish.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
why do
So,
you think one and
ma'am, so in
yeah?
the flowchart, it was written that the math score should be greater than 98, not equal to. So that's why I didn't think second would be correct option.
Okay, you wrote three as answer. Huh? Which answer you are thinking is correct? Third answer. Third
Well,
option.
actually I then realized that first would be correct too, right?
See, okay, you are thinking first also will be the correct thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, if let's say if we have 10 cards and our maximum value in the card is only 96, whether the maximum value will get updated,
No.
then it won't find the maximum marks like in our case. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understood. It will get
Yeah.
updated only if our maximum is greater than 98. Then only it will get
Yeah.
updated. If not, it will store 98 as the maximum value. So you now you read the options and you answer this question.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, so would we consider that the answer can be second too?
Yeah, it's multi-select question. You can select more than one option or you can select only one option. What do you think? Like which options do you think are correct?
Ma'am, so I think first, second, and third all were be correct, right?
Why first? I explain you now only, no. First, it won't store the maximum marks if our data set doesn't. If our
Okay,
data set maximum, yeah. If
okay,
our
okay, ma'am. Yeah, I
data set
understood now.
has 96 as maximum value, then it won't store maximum value, no.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I understood now.
Okay, okay. You can unmute. Yeah. If it is clear for everyone, or should I explain? You can type if someone wants to explain this. You can raise your hand, or you can type. Okay, and like more, I think most of you got this question. Yeah, let's move to the other question. Options 2 and 3 will be correct. You can type your answers. If you are able to answer, you can answer. Yeah, most of you are answering correct. If you have, if it needs to be explained, I will explain. If anyone wants it to explain, then I will explain. Okay, everyone has answered correctly. Okay, Swati Priyadashini, I am sending request to Swati. You can unmute your. You can. Okay, for I will send request. Okay, who is speaking? Swati or who? Yeah, Swati.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
what do you think is the answer? You solved this question?
No, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay. See, where you are finding difficulty to solve this question? First, we are
Ma'am,
starting and we are initially. Tell.
ma'am, 2n. The answer
Yes,
is
Swati, you
2n.
can tell. How do you got like how you got to n?
Ma'am, each time the count is incremented by 2 because it's
Uh,
repeatedly written.
okay. See,
Uh,
okay. Okay, you understood this, no? Okay, I will explain this question. First, we are initializing the variable count to 0, and every time we are taking the card and we are incrementing is twice. If you see first card, then it will be then the value of count will be 2, and after second card it will be 4, and after third card the value of count will be 6. So it is like 2n times. If the number of cards are n, the value of count is incrementing to n. So it asking that what will be the value of count at the end of execution. It will be 2n. Yes. Yeah, you can answer this. Next question. Yes, most of you are giving correct answers, and very few responses I got. You everyone type your answers. Yes, every yeah. Swati Priyadashini, you raised your hand. You have doubt. I'm unmuting you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm unable to answer
You
because
like to
I
answer?
can't type the answer.
Okay. You can answer.
Ma'am, I can't because I can't write on the text page.
You
It's
tell
not
what is the correct
responding.
answer now. You speak.
Okay, ma'am. The answer will be the code will terminate after all cards in the dataset have been seen.
Acha. Okay, you are thinking that as the answer. See, now we are starting our code. We are starting, and then we are initializing the variable count to 0, and we are saying this to run. We are giving one condition. If the pile 1 has more cards, we need to do the following lines. Okay.
Okay,
Pick a
ma'am, I
card X
understood.
from.
Sorry. The
Okay.
code will never terminate.
Yeah, we are taking the card and we are keeping it the bottom of the same pile. So like every time there will be, we are not removing the card. We are keeping them in the same pile. So this block will never terminate. It will keep on running. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
understood. No? It's good. Good. Let's move to the second other question. You can type your answers like A, B, C, D, anything like that. Here the programmer want to find the minimum marks. Okay. Yeah, Veena, I'm sending request to unmute you. Yeah, everyone are giving correct answers. Good. Okay, Tejshwi, I'm sending request to unmute you. Accept this. No. Okay, Neeraj Kumar, I'm sending request to unmute you. Neeraj. So, yeah, it will see. I will. Some of you are typing 1 and 3. Okay, let's do this question. Now, a programmer wishes to determine the minimum marks in the chemistry. Help her to complete the following pseudocode. Okay, we want to find the minimum marks in the chemistry. So, we should initialize the value like minimum chemistry as some highest value. So let's say if we have 5 cards and our minimum value is 2, but if we initialize our variable to 0, then now the condition to check the minimum is x dot chemistry is less. If our card chemistry marks is less than minimum chemistry marks, then only we are updating the minimum value. If it is greater, then we are not updating. So if we initialize the minimum to a lowest value, let's say if we are initializing to 0, but if our card has 2 as the minimum value, the value of minimum will never be updated. It will be 0 only, but our data set has minimum value of 2. So the answer will be like statement 1 and 3. Yeah, statement 1 and this 1 and this third option. So it will be like minimum C must be 100 and the X dot chemistry must be less than this minimum C value. Then only this code works properly. Yeah, I kept some of the codes. If you have, yeah, I told these options 1, this here 1 and 3. It will be like, if say the options are like 1 2 3 4, then the first and third option, it will be like statement 1 is minimum C equal to 100 and statement 2 X dot chemistry is less than minimum C value. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can raise your hand or you can ask your doubts regarding activity questions in the chat box. Yeah, sorry, it's like minimum should be some highest value, like it must be 100. It must be high. The maximum value in our scores data set is 100. So the minimum, if everyone gets 100, if the minimum value is 100, it will store 100 only. If someone has minimum value, let's say 20, 26 or something, then this option will get updated. Yeah, I told it mistake. It should be 2 and 3. Minimum C should be initialized to some highest value to find the minimum of the cards. If you have some doubts regarding activity questions, you can ask, or regarding any concepts of the week 2. I will go through these concepts once. I will show. Okay, first lecture is regarding conditional termination in iteration. And second is, okay, while iterating, we are giving some conditions, like if it is some value, then stop. If it is female, then stop. Some conditions like that in the first lectures. If you have any doubts, you can raise your hand or you can type. Yeah. Yeah, Afrin, I'm unmuting you. You can tell if you have any doubts. You can speak. I'm requesting you to unmute. Yeah. Afrin, you have any doubts regarding this
No,
week 2?
ma'am. No, ma'am, I don't have.
You are done with everything is clear for you in the week 2, the studio codes and
Yes, ma'am,
everything?
I've done all the activity questions.
Yeah, good. If you have some doubts, you can ask.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, previously someone are asking about week 1 graded assignment thing, you can ask here. If you have some doubts regarding week 1 graded assignment, you can ask now. If no one has doubts in this activity questions of week 2, you can raise your hand or you can type which graded assignment. Yeah, you can.
Hello? Ma'am, I
Yes,
had
Arfi.
one question from a graded assignment. It was probably question number 16, where it was asked to find out the mistakes in some of the steps, and there was one step where the date of birth was
Graded
written
assignment
question number
number.
16, 16, 16. I think it was question number 16. One second, ma'am. Let me just have a Yes, ma'am. It's question number 16. The fourth line says, reads a date of birth 30 Feb. Oh, okay. 30 February is not possible. Okay, I did not see that. I thought that there was no mistake in this. Okay, I got it, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyone has some? If anyone has doubts, you can ask. Yeah. You can raise your hands. You can type. Regarding week one graded assignments, also you can ask if you have any. Okay, I will wait for 3 more minutes. If no one asks the doubts, let's end this session. You can ask week one grade assignment also. Yeah, Deependra, you can raise your hand, Deependra. Yes, Deependra. I'm sending request to unmute you. You can. Yeah, tell me your doubt, Deependra. It's it's not audible. You can type your doubt in the chat. You're searching for that question. Okay. Yeah, meanwhile others also can search like what is their doubt. If you have some doubts, you can ask regarding week 1 and week 2. Yeah, you found or you haven't? Deep paint?
Yes, ma'am, I have found.
Yeah, ask like where is regarding what?
It's in graded assignment question
Of
number 9 to 13.
9 to 13. Okay.
I'm confused from step
Okay, foreign countries
7.
execute. Step 7. You are
Yeah,
confused in step
proceed, ma'am.
7. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Arrange all the cards in a single pile called pile 1. Maintain 4 variables A, B, C, D and initialize them to 0. If pile 1 is empty, then go to step 9. Okay. Read the top card in the pile 1. If the parts of speech is noun, then increment A. If the word ends with the full stop, then increment B. If B is not 0, if not 0, then divide A by B and store the value in C. Your doubt is in which step? 8. 7th step.
Yes,
Repaint?
ma'am.
7th step.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are going through the pile of the cards of the words datasets cards. We are going through that and we are in the A variable stores the value will get incremented when it founds noun. So A stores the count of nouns and B stores if the word ends with full stop, then increment B. So for every sentence, at the end of every sentence we will get one full stop, no? Then B will get incremented. Yeah. So B stores the number of sentences in that words paragraph data set. If B is not 0, then we are dividing A by B. Then and we are storing that result in C. So what we understood in that? So now if we have 3 nouns in a sentence, then we are dividing 3 by 1. If we have 2 nouns in a sentence, we are dividing 2 by 1. B is like number of sentences in that data set. Yeah, you understood that
Okay,
step
ma'am.
now.
Yes, yes. Now I get it.
If okay, now what you thought about this step?
I
What
thought
7th step only, no?
that I have to divide A by B in every iteration.
No. Like
I thought
this
that.
B, okay. There is one condition, no? If B is not 0, then only divide A by B. Now we are initializing 0. B will be incremented only when it finds full stop. We will find full stop only at the end of a sentence. So B stores the number of sentences. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's good now. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Yeah. If any others has doubt, you can ask. Okay. If no one has doubts, we can end the session. Deepak, please elaborate question 12 of the list. Where is Deepak? I'm searching for you. I will send request to unmute you.
Hello.
Yeah, Deepak. Yes, Deepak. Yes, Deepak, you can speak.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Deepak. Yes, Deepak, tell.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
Deepak, tell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Actually, I'm having doubt in question 12 of graded assignment 1 because I'm getting answer as 3 and it is showing the answer is 0 and I'm telling you the iteration by iteration procedure which I did and I don't know where I'm getting wrong.
Okay.
I sent you a text message.
Assume that the card arranged in the pile in ascending order of the card number from top to bottom. What is the value of C at the end of third iteration? So, what we are doing? Okay. See, now
Ma'am, first
let's
please tell
take.
me which steps are counted in
Okay.
single iteration. Are these all steps are counted in the single iteration or the only some of
Okay.
the
In the
steps are
single
counted? Yeah.
iteration, these every steps will. See, first we are starting with this. Arrange all the cards in the single pile called pile 1. We are taking that pile 1. We are arranging all the cards in the pile 1, maintaining 4 variables A, B, C, D, and we are initializing them to 0. If our pile 1 is empty, then we are going to the step 9. So initially our pile 1 won't be empty, and we are reading the top card in the pile 1. And if the parts of speech is noun, then we are incrementing A. Okay, if we are moving the cards one by one. If it is a noun, then we are incrementing the value of A. Then the A stores the count of nouns, number of nouns. And if the word ends with full stop, then we are incrementing B. So at the end of a sentence only we'll find full stop. No. So B stores the number of sentences. If the B is not 0, then we are dividing A by B and we are storing the result in C. So in our data set, words data set, it was Monday morning. Okay, we'll open that data set. Common data set. Yes, Deepak, are you remembering that words data set?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that first? It was Monday
Ma'am,
morning.
no, ma'am. First word, it is saying that arrange the datas, arrange the words in the ascending order. So the first word which has the card number 0 is it, and it is the pronoun and letter count 2. So so
Oh,
yeah, so this word this will not be the word which we are asking. Yeah.
no, like it will A will store the value if and only if it has that. If it finds a noun, then it won't store. So and B will store the number of sentences, and C will in C we are dividing A by B. In our data set, the words are. I'm opening this. It was, I think, but internet slow. It's why it's taking time. It was Monday morning. First card is it, and second is verse, and third is Monday, and fourth is morning. And we are finding full stop after that fourth word. So in the in the first 3 iteration, it will be it was and Monday. So value of C won't get updated because B is 0 because B hasn't seen the full stop yet.
But ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, in the first, what I did, I'm telling you what I did. I don't know where I'm getting wrong.
Okay.
So in the first iteration, the step 5 in the first
Okay.
iteration, when we move to step 5, we got the noun. Why noun? Because ma'am, first word, second word, and the first and second word to skip हो जाएगा, and the third word will be noun. So in the step 5 we will get the
Okay.
noun. So in the
Yeah,
first
we'll
iteration
get the
we get
noun.
the noun
A
na?
will be incremented. Yeah, we'll get the
Yeah,
noun.
A will be
A will
incremented.
be incremented.
Yeah,
But B,
yeah. Now we
B
proceed to step 6. Yeah,
won't get incremented now.
yeah.
I
B
guess.
won't. Yeah, B is still equal to 0.
B won't get
When we
incremented
move
now.
to step 7,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
When we
the
move to
seventh
step 7, C is still 0
step, B
because
is
B is 0.
B.
Yeah.
The step. Yeah, that's what they ask. What
So
will be the value of count?
yeah. So ma'am, still it is the first iteration completed only. Now we move to second iteration. Na?
No, it's like 3 iterations. Every card we are moving one by one. So first card is it is one iteration. Second card is it was second iteration. Every card we are moving to other pile, it is one iteration. Moving of one
Ma'am,
card is one
but I am getting
iteration
confused.
from one
I
pile
am
to
getting
other pile.
confused. Yeah, ma'am. I am getting confused in the process. What is iteration and how many steps are counted in the single iteration? That's why I am getting wrong answer. So please clarify the which steps or the how many steps or how many procedures are counted in the single iteration.
Let's this entire steps 1 to 10 is single iteration. What we are doing in an iteration is, if pile 1 is, we are arranging all cards in pile 1, we are initializing variables. If pile 1 is empty, then go to step 9, read the top card. We are reading the top card, and then see in the 8th step we'll see, move the current card to the other pile called pile 2 and repeat from the step 3. So we are taking card and moving to other pile. It is one iteration.
Yeah, okay.
It depends on the procedure. If we say if we have 2 piles, we are first reading one pile completely once, and if in the second iteration if we are doing second pile, that is like entire pile will become one iteration. But here saying we are taking the top card in the pile 1 and we are moving to the other pile and we are starting again. So it is single iteration. Moving of one card is single iteration here. You understood?
Yeah, okay. If we moved a card from one pile to another pile, it means the one iteration is completed.
Yeah, it depends on the question. At the end, see, we are saying if it hasn't happened, go to the step 3. One iteration has completed and we are going to the other step. Okay.
So ma'am, can you see, I looked at this question and I solved it 3 or 4 times thinking that this
Okay,
will be an iteration.
I will make
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Ma'am.
Okay, first step 1 is arrange all the cards in single pile called pile 1. Okay, we are taking the cards, our paragraph words dataset cards, and we are arranging them.
Yeah.
In the single pile, and we are maintaining 4 variables. Maintain 4 variables A, B, C, D, and initialize them to 0. We are initializing them to 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have full cards in our hand in that pile 1. If pile 1 is empty, then go to step 9. What is step 9? Divide A by B and store the result in D. But our pile 1 is not empty, so we'll go to step 4 only. Okay, understood?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Read the top card from the pile in the pile 1. It is it, no, the top card is it. We are reading that. If the parts of speech is noun, then increment A.
Yeah.
It is not noun, so we are not changing the A value. If the word ends with full stop, then increment B. It's not full stop. The word does not end with full stop, so we are not incrementing B as well. Okay.
Yeah.
If the B is not 0, then divide A by B and store the result in C. Now B is also not 0. We are not performing the A by B operation. Now C will be 0 only.
Yeah.
Now move the card to another pile called pile 2 and
The
repeat
second
from the
iteration
step
starts.
3. Yeah,
Please
now
tell me
we
when
are
the
going
iteration
to the.
ended, because this is the question in the third iteration. I'm unable to count the iteration. Please tell me where the one iteration is completed.
Okay, now we are moving this card. We are moving this card from this top card to another card. Now we are reducing our data set. Like it had previously 30 cards. Now we are removing other card and we are making it as 29. So one iteration has completed. Understood?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Now.
Yeah, that is single iteration. Every time if we are like, now we need to check only 29 cards. Previously there were 30 cards. Now we are
Yeah.
checking only, we are moving to other. One iteration has completed, so now you have only 29 cards. 29 cards only you need to iterate. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Every time in every iteration the number of operation, like if you have pile, number of operations should be decreased. Like every, if there are 30 cards, in every iteration one card will go off. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's what iterating means, moving through the data set one by one, like performing the same operation to every card. And we should perform like whatever we do for the previous cards, we should do for every card. Okay, is it clear for you now?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, any others? If you have some doubt, you can type, or you can raise your hand. Regarding graded assignments, also you can ask week 1 graded assignment. Harshal, where is he? I'm searching. Harshal. Okay. Yeah, Harshal, I have sent request. Yes, Harshal, you can speak now.
Ma'am, I want to know about question 10 and 11, true or false, in city graded assignment.
Question. The value of C and D will be the same at the end of each iteration. Okay. Now C stores. Now we are dividing A by B. For this, no, we should we should take the data set. You took the data set and you checked with every card. You performed the enter calculations. Did you perform enter calculations, Harshal?
Ma'am, I was unable to know about means how it is performing.
How it's performing means what you haven't understood. Tell which step you haven't understood from here. I discussed
Miss,
this many times. Now
I
even
didn't understood how C and D has come. As in A, we are iterating nouns. In B, we are iterating sentences. In C and D, what we are actually iterating.
C. Okay. C. C is every time every time C value gets changed, because not every time. After, if it finds, if the B value is not 0, we are dividing A by B. Every time if it sees a noun, then A will get incremented. If it sees a full stop, then B will get incremented. So C stores A by B. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, C stores the result of A by B. And now what is your doubt now then?
Miss, in question 11, the value of C and D will be same at the end of each iteration. So it will be true now.
See, move the current card to the other pile called pile 2 and repeat the step 3. Okay, and okay, we are doing the same thing again, and divide A by B and store the result in D. First we should arrange. You checked with the data set, Harshal?
Yeah, ma'am.
You checked with the data set, you got the same value for A and B. Did you
Miss,
get the same value?
it will get the same
Then
value as an
It will get the same
yes,
value. Okay,
yes,
you are
ma'am.
thinking like it will get the same value. Okay, if B is not 0, then we are
Miss, I don't
then
have clarity in this.
yeah, for this, no, we should have data set and we should do. Now this, like if we are reading this, no, I can understand, okay, this is happening in this step. If I do with the data set, we need to take each card, we need to increment, and we need to see that, then you will get the correct answer. And anyhow, like, yeah, you can see in the detailed solution of this guided assignment also will be provided on the portal after few days. Then
Yeah,
if you still have doubt, you can write in the discussion forum after seeing to the detailed solution. And if yeah, you can write in the discussion forum.
yeah,
And
okay, okay,
live
fine.
session also will be going on for this graded assignment. At that time also you can ask for this, because I haven't solved this by myself, I haven't took the data set, and I haven't done for this, I should take the
Yeah,
data set,
okay, it's fine, ma'am. I, if I
and I should do
didn't get,
iteration. Yeah,
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 okay,
I should do. And now by looking through these steps, no, I also should do this, and also should answer
yeah,
you,
okay, okay, fine, ma'am. Thank
Okay. Your doubt is 11th question, no? Deepak, who Harshal, no? You are Harshal. Wait, Harshal, Harshal, who has asked this question? Harshal only, right?
you. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, Harshal, your doubt is 11th question, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the values of C and D will be same at the end of each iteration.
Each iteration.
Then,
Yeah,
yeah, they're not telling at the end of the procedure. They're telling at the end of each iteration. At the end of each iteration, value of C and D won't be same, because now see, at the end of first, if like will the card data set has it was Monday morning, after this fourth iteration only C will get some value. See now, A has 4 and B has 1. See, it has 4. It has. It was Monday morning. Monday is noun, and morning it got full stop. Like A will be 1 and B will be 1. C also will be 1. But after the after the fourth iteration, it won't go to step 9. It will go to step 3, and again it will check, and again it will find some nouns. Then C will be updated, but D won't get updated till it sees that no card, like at the end of the pile only, then D value will get updated. So both will not have the same value.
yeah,
If at
okay,
the
ma'am. I
end,
get it. I didn't understood first that after each iteration they are saying.
yeah, the values of C and D will be same at the end of iteration. They are asking, no, at the end of procedure only C and D will be having same value.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. If any others has some doubt, you can ask. Yeah, Deepak, I'm sending request to unmute. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Deepak,
Hello.
you can speak.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm little late in reaching the week 2 activity questions. So I'm asking if I can ask the current week's doubts in the next session, because I will try first and then I'll ask the doubts. Can we ask the previous week's questions in the next week's session, because only there is only one
Oh
session per
no,
week
you
for the
can't do
activity questions.
that. Yeah, you can ask in the forum, but you can't do that. If we have time in that session, you can ask. If you don't have time, if you haven't have time to solve week 3 activity questions in that session, you can't ask week 2. If you have time, then you can ask. See,
I mean,
but you can ask on the forum.
Yeah, see, actually in the forum there is a mess, and sometimes I get answers and sometimes I don't. So that's why I'm saying
No, every time CT course instructors will give answers. You don't worry. Even it might be late, it might take some time, but you will get answers. Okay, you don't think that forum is waste. You will get answers. You must be patient. It will, yeah, within one day you will get reply from them.
Ma'am, some of my support emails didn't get the answer yet, and in the forum, some of my questions in
What
the
questions you have asked? What questions you have asked?
Ma'am, I'll see. Let me tell you. Some of those questions I got the answer myself after asking in the Telegram and the WhatsApp groups, but I didn't get the answer here. Let me tell you.
Regarding which question? If you ask regarding graded assignment questions before the deadline, you won't get
No.
answers.
This I didn't do. I mean, let me tell you. Just like the question which I asked you here in this session, about the graded assignment question, I posted this question yesterday, and some of the guys answered, but your support team didn't answer yet. So I thought nobody will answer my questions here. So activity sessions is the only place where I can get the answer. That's why I'm asking this.
No, you will get answers. Does it has some label? It has some label, some good answers or something like that. If after answering by them.
Yeah, it is labeled as a good answer graded assignment week 1. So I don't know who label it. The person who is answering is label or your.
Label will be done by CT course instructors only. If the answer is correct, and if some student has answered, and if it is correct answer, then we will label it as good answer. Yeah, even if we do the, that's the thing.
Yeah, okay. It means you guys are checking the questions.
Yeah, we will check. We will answer like we.
Yeah, okay.
Check and we'll answer like regularly. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, this Harshal, he's asking some doubt. Yeah.
Miss, in
Yes,
question
Harshal.
14, there is a chart. I am not able to understand it's true or false. Can you please explain it?
Which one? This one? Okay. Interrupt the following flowchart. See now, start. We are taking, let's say AB3 are 3 distinct integers. Okay, let's say 7, 5, and 6. Okay. 7 is A, 5 is B, and C is 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are initializing x equal to 0. And we are comparing 7 with 5. 7 is greater than 5. Yes,
okay.
no? Yeah, we are moving to this block, C greater than A. Then we are checking C with A. C is 6. 6 is greater than A? No. No, right? 6 is greater than 7? No. So it will be x equal to A. X equal to 7. And we are stopping. Then what we have found here, we took A as 7 and B as 5 and C as 6. What we have found, we got x as A. What do you think the value of A represent? What will x represent at the end of the flow chart? So we found maximum among ABC, right? You take any other example and you do this and
Yeah. Miss, I get it. I will.
Okay. See, now you are comparing A and B. If A is greater than B, then we are comparing A with C. Okay, if C is greater than A, then you will get C as greatest number. If C is less than A, then you will get A as greatest number. We are comparing, if A is not greater than B, we are comparing B with C. If B is greater than C, then we will get C as greatest as answer. If not, you will get B as answer. So we are finding greatest number. You understood this now?
Yes, ma'am. I will assign the numbers and Then
Yeah, if you assign, it will be more clear for you. Every time you take different values, like you take once A as less number, B as greater number, and C. You change every time you give.
I'm little confusing in that true or false. I get it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, anyone, if you have something, you can raise or you can ask question. We'll see for other 2 more minutes and we'll end the session. Okay, we'll end the session now. No one are asking questions. Okay, thank you. Thank you all for spending time, for giving the time to attend this.